Marvel's Fantastic Four, specifically Disney, the MCU Marvel's Fantastic Four, the reboot of this franchise, is going to be one of the biggest Marvel movies of all time. It truly, truly is. And it is probably going to be a center focus piece for the MCU for multiple phases. I mean, quite possibly even into Phase 6 and beyond. We're in Phase 4 right now, and it's going to be a huge, huge part. It's going to play a massive role in tying so many different things together and bringing us new villains. Doctor Doom, possibly Galactus, and who knows what else, all on the road to possibly Secret Wars. It's a huge deal. And when Marvel and Disney and Kevin Feige paid off the biggest fan service moment ever, or fan casting, if you will, of John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, not in 616, but out there, it was pretty crazy. Now, we have actual news, not even news, kind of confirmation from the Marvel IMDB page, which lists all the cast characters, and you're only allowed to add, if you're part of that, on who actually could be playing two of the Fantastic Four members. And we're going to go over everything today. Welcome to the Chaos Multiverse, everybody. Do me a favor. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have those notifications on. We are going to be ramping up the content, and I have a special announcement hopefully I can share with you guys in the next day or two. I'll let you guys guess on what it could possibly be, but it could mean making a trip really, really soon. I'll just leave it at that. But for now, let's talk about this. So, if you go to the Marvel IMDB page, there's almost 400 verified actors, actresses, cast members on this page. Every one of them telling you what they've done, whether they were a character or they did music, whatever it may be. And you can't just go edit this document. This isn't like Google where anybody can go edit, or Wikipedia, I'm sorry, where anybody can go edit it. This has to be done from the inside, which kind of means it's verified in a sense, okay? So if you scroll through there's multiple outlets reporting on this. I don't even know who to give credit to here. If you scroll through, there are two Fantastic Four people on that list. The first one is Rudy Packnow. You may know him from Outer Banks. Now, these two are from TV shows. They're not from any big screen movies or anything like that, and we'll talk about that here in a second. And he is cast as the Human Torch. You can see it on the screen here. The next one is Elizabeth Lail. If you've seen the Netflix series You, then you will know exactly who she is. Phenomenal actress. That show, that series is really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy it. They make you hate and love the villain. Just really, really good. Anyway, this isn't a video about You. And Elizabeth casting as Sue Storm. Now, let's safely assume that John Krasinski is going to play Mr. Fantastic. I just don't see how Disney could go any other way with this. Now, on one hand, I love the fact, if these two end up being true, that these are not your, how would you say, your Hollywood faces. Yes, they've been on TV series, and pretty popular ones. Outer Banks and You are very, very popular, but they're not on the level of Marvel and MCU blockbuster movies or anything like that. So the fact that they would bringing in new faces like this to add to the MCU, I think it's a must. I think this is how you have to do it. You can't just bring in every A-list actor like Gore the God Butcher, Christian Bale, or anything like that, or even Zeus himself, Russell Crowe. You know how Marvel does. They bring in the big names. But the fact that they're bringing in new faces like this, I think it's really important to the longevity and the continuity of the MCU as they continue to grow it out. So I'm all on board with this. Let's safely say that they are going to continue to pay that fan service, though, in that fan casting, and John Krasinski is Mr. Fantastic. Not because he's a huge name, not because he's petitioned for it, not because all of us have petitioned for it, not because we've already seen him in the role. He is Mr. Fantastic. He is the perfect casting. So you add Rudy and Elizabeth to that, you have Human Torch, and you have Sue Storm. That leaves one. Who would play the Thing? I want you guys to give me your best guess on that. And somebody made a really good point on Twitter. Chris Saltz actually said, if they bring John Krasinski back as Reed Richards, which I fully think they are going to, there will be a 12-year age gap between Sue and Reed. So I guess he's going off John's age versus Elizabeth's age, and he says that is comic accurate. Now, I don't know if they're going down to that minute of a detail or that if they're going to go that comic book accurate, but there you go. If you need a little more to add to it to justify this IMDb posting, then you have it. I mean, it's there. It's out there. It's not altered. If it's a mistake, they haven't fixed it, and they haven't said anything about it yet. Now, I'm going to put in one person that I think would be really, just knock it out of the park as Ben Grimm, the Thing. I think, this is my fan casting, that David Harbour would be the perfect person. Stranger Things, Hopper, yes, I know, the Red Guardian and Black Widow as well. That would be the only speed bump or hurdle we would have, but if they don't have any plans or intentions on bringing David Harbour back as the Red Guardian in any of the MCU continuity, then it wouldn't be a big deal. It wouldn't be the first time that Disney has used one actor or actress in one role and then used them in another in the same MCU. So this could work. Now, if they have future plans for Black Widow or Red Guardian or anything like that, then obviously that wouldn't make a lot of sense. But then again, Ben Grimm as the Thing, when he is the Thing, you can't really see him like that anyway, but I guess we're probably going to see the transformation. My point is, I think David Harbour would be the perfect Ben Grimm. I do. Now, I'm sure there's others out there that people would suggest as well. We could probably Google and go to fan casting, and there's all kinds of good suggestions, but that would be mine. So you guys give me yours. So as of right now, until Marvel changes it, which I don't think they're going to because I think that's how it works. I mean, the people on the inside are the ones that update this website, not the outside. It looks like Rudy Packnow from Outer Banks, very popular, would play Human Torch. And just looking, looks like he could play that part. And Elizabeth Lail from You on Netflix as Sue Storm. Once again, definitely could look the part of Sue Storm. If we can assume John Krasinski is Mr. Fantastic and then we wait and see who becomes the Thing, we would have our Fantastic Four. And Disney knows, Kevin Feige knows, this is probably the most important casting of his career with this. Fantastic Four is integral to the success and the longevity of the MCU. And whatever Secret Wars or Kang saga we are flying into, they are going to be a huge part of it. So you guys give me your best guesses. Thank you for all the love on the channel. Like I said, be watching. We've got a really big announcement that I'm really excited to share with you guys really soon. I'll see you soon.